Yeah. Hi, this is Sonia Alvarez, and this is the continuation, or this is the first testimony that I was promising that I will record it and I will put it and post it on YouTube. Okay. Um, this is the first testimony. The other one, interior one, or the one before, is the introduction to all four testimonies. It can be expanded and I can put more, but these four are exclusive. Like they have to be together and they have to be in one channel, I guess, to follow up. So this testimony started it like this in 2010. I used to live in a ranch surrounded by orange orchards, and I did not know that the Bible was the Word of God. Um, Someone told me here in United States that the Bible was the Word of God, and I started reading it. I started reading it because I used to be alone with my girls. My ex-husband used to leave us for days, so we were alone. And then I was really scared. Each time the sun will go down, I will be afraid and I will cry. But one afternoon, when I was reading the Bible spoke to me. The Bible is alive. The Bible spoke to me. And he said, "Don't be afraid. I have an army surrounding your house." And it was a loud voice, just the way I'm talking right now, just as this voice, loud and strong with power, And I looked back to see who it was, not knowing it was God. I looked back and I found nothing. My girls were playing on the second floor upstairs, and we were alone. So by hearing this voice, though, I immediately stopped the fear. I immediately was not afraid anymore. I got chills on my skin, but after that, nothing happened. It's just a stop. I stopped being afraid. It was gone. My fear was gone completely. 3 months later, totally forgotten, I was working on my computer and I stand up. And I walk outside. And when I walk outside, angels appear walking towards my house. I can say people, persons, but you, the hearer, will decide and will determine they were angels. In fact, they were angels. So angels start walking towards my house. And when I saw him far, like a quarter-mile distance, I felt so much joy. I felt so happy, so happy to see them. I felt I knew them forever. They were more trusting people than my own family. I felt I knew them forever. I could trust them more than my parents, than my brothers, than my sisters, than anyone in this earth. It was a very joyful moment. So out of the suddenly, on my left-hand side, I see chairs, a perfect circle of chairs appear on the ground, on the dust. But these chairs were better than new. They were so clean, not even a speckle into the chairs were. Like they were cleaner than the new ones. The new ones are clean, right? But these ones were cleaner, impeccable clean, shiny. They were the kind of chairs that you buy at Walmart and you fold them. I seen them in many, many churches. That's what I seen the most. They were a perfect circle of chairs that appear out of nowhere. And then these people came and they sit down. There were 7 of them. There were 5 young and very good looking men, tall, and 2 women. The women were dressed so different. They were covered all the way from the heads to the feet, and I could hardly see their fingertips, like just the nails and a little bit part of the fingers. Everything else was covered. And their face, they were so beautiful, so beautiful. Women with no makeup. They were even covered their necks all the way down. Their dresses, the garments were so fine clothing, like linen, like very, very light and fresh garments, but deliciously and richly dressed. The men were dressed like ancient Israel people, like the people in India, like the Jews, like, the people that have long dresses, I don't know what are they called. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend no one, but they were all covered to the feet, the men. They came down and they sit down on the chairs, and there was 1 more chair for me. There were 7 chairs and 1 more for me. I sit down right in the middle of the 2 women. We were laughing. We were so happy. We were enjoying the day, the afternoon. And I was even leaning, on the chair, like with my hands crossed, very, very comfortable, very, very happy. We were talking, but I don't remember a single word that they spoke to me or I spoke to them. After 1 minute passed, a black truck came with monster tires. The tires that are tall and big, that you buy in stores. And as a matter of fact, anyone, when he's in a car and people outside can only see from head to shoulder. Well, Jesus Christ, I used to say God, but it's Jesus Christ gave me the power to see through those doors. I was able to see everything inside of that truck, from head all the way to their feet. They were all wearing boots. There were 4 men on that truck sitting down, and they were all wearing boots. And on the bed of the truck, they had all kinds of guns, big and small, the new ones, the old ones. I see so many guns in the, on TV and everywhere, but I have not seen so many variety of guns. I have seen so many variety here in this truck. And it was all kinds, even the new ones that has the round thing, like the ones that go like ta 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 ta. The ones are shooting really fast. Very, very many variety of guns. Then I stand up and I went towards the truck. And the guy that was driving, he get out of the truck and he started looking first to his right hand side. He started surrounding with his side the whole place. He started looking to the right. To the right, the angels were sitting, right, in the chairs. My house was facing the sun. He looked at the house and noticed the house was not really finished. But then when he looked at the left-hand side, guess what he saw, this man? What these people saw. God already told me what they saw. Besides the angels that were sitting on the right-hand side. The army. And you will hear it right after. Well, at that moment I didn't know. And I was shocked when I saw this man. When he looked at the left-hand side, I stand up, I walked towards him, and I said, "May I help you? Who are you?" And this man was paralyzed, could not move, got yellow face. He got really, really scared. That could not talk when I asked him. Then, to my surprise, I looked to the truck and thinking, what are they seeing? And I looked to the truck and I saw the other 3 men sitting on the truck. They were immobilized as well. They did not even want to move their heads. They were so scared, very stiff. The hands were very stiff to their arms, to their shoulders, to their waist. They were very unmovable. And the man that was in front of me could not speak. And then I said again, "May I help you?" They saw the army that God promised me that was on my house. And he finally reacted and said, "Oh, I'm looking for such and such," right? My ex-husband. And I said, "He is not here. Who are you?" And he said, "Oh, we're his friends. We came to install the carpet, but we'll come in another time." They rushed to leave. They wanted to leave yesterday. They were so afraid. And I said, "Okay." And they left the place, like disappeared. But they never came back. After they left, I went back to the chairs, right? I went back to the angels, and they stand up at the same time. And the man that was closer to me, but after the women, looked at me at my eyes, and what he said and what his eyes told me, what his mind told me, I didn't see his mouth moving. He told me to get inside of my house. And I went and obeyed. I start walking towards my house, and they start walking towards their way. And as a courtesy, before getting into my house, I looked back and I saw them walking. And they start walking on the air. And they start walking like they were stepping on something invisible, like a stairs invisible. And then on the level of my head, I did not lift up my head to see them disappear. They vanished in front of my sight, in front of my eyes. Furthermore, when I open the door of my house and I get inside, like crossing the door frame of my house, the same voice, the powerful, gentle, and nice voice said, from outside, it came from outside of the house. It came from the sky, loud. What power said, they came to save your life. Oh God, I got chills on my skin. I got hot, I got cold. It was the biggest chills I ever had. I had so many experiences with God, but this was the biggest chills ever. I just got inside of my house, and this happened next. As soon as I closed the door, as soon as I step into my house, this is the wisdom of God. God is so smart. God is so wise, so intelligent, that this is what He made me do. He made me believe that the little time, probably at most 10 minutes, the little time I was outside, God made me believe it was 10 long years. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it was 10 long years. Oh my God, how bad I wanted to get inside of my house, how bad I wanted to be in the house. Can you imagine being long 10 years absent? What was the first thing I wanted to do? I screamed, the biggest scream I ever done. I screamed the name of my girls, my 3 girls, to come down and see me, because I miss them. 10 long years have passed. I screamed loud as they rushed the stairs and they came down. And I saw them, and when I saw them, I went on my knees and I started crying intensely. And I hugged him, and I hugged him so hard. I started crying by seeing them. I miss him. The middle one said, and looked at me. The middle one looked at me and said, "Mom, why are you crying? What is wrong?" This is the wisdom of God. I said, "I miss you so much." And then I said the second time,